Hello guys, before we start with the video, I have a simple question. How many times do you think that you are actually utilizing your full potential? 50%, 60%? Without watching the video, I just would love for you to comment what is that percentage number that you think is the answer. Now, welcome to today's video. Most of the times it is not just about learning a new thing. It is also about, are we actually utilizing 100% of our potential? It is very difficult. We probably can reach 80% of our potential, 90% of our potential, but at least we need to try that. We can hit that highest mark possible. Okay. Now jumping into why do we have this concern all the time? Sometimes folks say that, probably I'm more skilled than the work that I'm doing, but I'm just not getting the right opportunities. I got 86% in CAT, whereas I could have easily got 99% there, right? Or I'm not too happy with what I'm doing right now because I have a lot more potential. But the common underlying criteria across each one of these things is that individual, either it is you or me, we are not able to reach our potential. If there is a way in which you believe that, I can reach my 100% self, why don't you type it down? I think these are 3 or 4 things that are working for me personally. I just would love to share them with you and see if these things resonate with you. Okay. Number 1, when we start off with something important, when we want to sit, focus and think deep about a particular task, what comes in the way? Guess. It could be your WhatsApp chat notification, or it could be your email notification, or it could be your YouTube notification from my channel, right? Whatever it is, you will be distracted at the moment when you are actually about to get into a particular frame of mind, which will help you actually think hard and actually build on to whatever you have done until that point. That's one single notification will basically set you back to 0. It is so hard again for you to move from that 0 to 1. You are just wasting a lot of your mental energy. Instead, you could have been from 1 to 2, right? So what am I doing these days? I'm just setting up on airplane mode my phone, and I'm basically closing all the browser tabs possible on my laptop so that if I'm doing something, I am doing that one single thing. I don't want to multitask. I just can't multitask. I don't know how folks multitask, but end of the day, if you do one thing and if you can actually think deep about it, you can probably uncover a little more. You are probably starting to think, is this something that I could have done? Is this something which I should have learned? Is this something which I already know, but probably I'm not even to express it? You get to the second order thinking only when you think hard. And this thinking hard is not easy. In this particular world where there are so many distractions, it is very difficult for us to go from that first order thinking to second order thinking. Okay, so if it is possible, close down all your notifications, put your phone on aeroplane mode and see what will be the wonder that is waiting for you. Okay, by the way, I'm not going to waste your time. You can probably subscribe to my channel or hit that notification button. I'm only going to disturb you at 7:30 p.m. and I sure will add more value than what the time you are giving me. Okay, all right guys. Now let us move into the second chapter. This is something that I have learned at McKinsey. How do you actually reach your potential? The best possible way to reach your potential is anticipating what is going to be ahead of you. Okay, let me tell you what that means. You are going into a meeting. There are probably 10 different people. You prepare your content to the best of your abilities and you go there and you start speaking about the topic that you are assigned. Okay, now what happens? Somebody asks you a question and you don't know how to answer, because you didn't anticipate that question. Rather, what you should be doing in your preparation is you should be anticipating, what is the kind of question that you might get in the meeting, and prepare for the meeting in that specific way. Your anticipation is not about what you are going to do, but about the conditions that you are about to expect. Okay, how does this help you in reaching your 100% potential? You are preparing yourself for the future in front of you. This is thinking ahead, not always you are just being at the moment. The first point was all about, how can you stay in the moment? But This is all about thinking about what is going to come next. You need to get to that level of understanding where you say that, hey, yes, this is possible versus not possible. So I'm planning in an alternate direction. I've seen every single consultant in my life preparing very hard, and that preparation involves anticipating what is going to be ahead of you. The third point that I want to communicate about is consistency. Yes. What do you think Messi or Ronaldo or any of the top sportsmen in the world, including Virat Kohli or any of these guys, right? What do they actually talk about? If you look at their conversations, their Instagram posts, or if they are speaking about in a particular event, or even when they are going heart to heart with in some of these live conversations, you will realize that these guys emphasize more on working hard and being consistent to actually maximize on their potential. Because they probably didn't score a goal in a match, or because they are not scoring runs in a couple of matches, they are not saying that, hey, I'm not going to hit the gym or I'm not going to go training, right? They will continue to do that. This, in spite of negative results, will keep them pushing towards their maximum potential. What you need to do is super simple. If you are planning to do certain activity, be consistent and start doing it day in and day out. Well, if you say that, hey, I'm doing the same task on one day at 4 a.m., the other day at 4 p.m. and some other day at like 10 p.m., you are mentally allocating your bandwidth to think about when do I do the task. That is unnecessary. Time box and say that, hey, I will do this specific task every single day at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever it could be, right? You say that, you reduce a lot of mental burden and you start focusing on the actual task. Being consistent is all about a few techniques that you can apply. How can you time box? How can you start thinking deep? How can you reduce your distractions? Okay, all of these things will add up slowly into your consistency game. Well, guys, don't look out for a motivation. This is something which I fundamentally believe. Hey, if you are looking out for that right motivation or inspiration, that might come or might not come. Nobody knows. All you need to do is pick up your pen, pick up your ball, pick up whatever you want to do and get started. There is nobody stopping you. What happens at the worst? You might probably have to do it from the start, or you might probably not get the result that you are looking for. But is it worse than actually not getting started? Absolutely no. You should rather get started and see what it is at the end of the road. I would like to know from you guys if you can implement any of these techniques and actually start seeing the results. Okay, please keep me posted. And also, guys, if you like these kind of videos, do let me know. Please press the like button and also subscribe to the channel. It indicates to me that, hey, these are the kind of videos probably I can continue to make along with the career related videos that I keep making. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and see you again tomorrow. Until then, get on the path of maximizing your potential.